capitalize. She saw the momentum like a coiled cobra ready to strike her. As a Pirate. It steals it away. Adams goes back under the basket. 22 is good. Gallon's freshman 2. Something happening to the Pirates now. 15-10. Comets are down now, or leading by 5. 6 points scored in the last 2 minutes by the Pirates alone. Sanders sets it up to Eves. Eves bounces off the rim, and you can see the momentum changing here in the last 30 seconds, Daniel Moore.
Yes, very much so.
Throw it away. Give it back to Clayton.
And if you ask me right now, and a lot of that momentum change is coming from Adams and her defense.
2:13 remaining in the first half. Comets now have a 5-point lead after the Pirates led 6 points under the direction of course, number 22, Gallons, and Adams, number 5.
Yeah, an exceptional play, good communication.
Comets will put it back in bounds. Up court, Washington. 5-point game. Washington looking for Eves. Eves is not there. Washington's there. Going to throw it back now to the court side, top right to Sanders. Sanders to Watkins. Watkins goes back, trying to get it back to Todd, to Washington. They'll call a double dribble or traveling on Todd, as Washington was trying to take it over, give the ball back now to Corinth-Holders.
I think she's had a couple of those so far tonight, I believe.
Inbounds. 15-10. Comets are up by 5. About to wrap up the first half of play here. Coming up, it'll be the Carolina Security Consultants halftime report. We'll take a look at other games going on in the area and set the stage for second half of the men's game as well, coming up later tonight. Under court, Washington back there to Watkins. Watkins looking for 2, whistle and a foul. The crowd goes wild. They've come out in full force in the Pirate colors, and it sounds like they're yelling, "Arr!"
Well, I tell you, the Pirates' defense is coming full force right now.
Less than 90 seconds in the first half. At the line for the Comets is number 11, Alexa Watkins. 5'10", guard, strong forward. Shoots and bounces off. Binged off the rim a few times, came in, basket counted.
Yes, good.
New players coming in, number 30 and 12 for the Pirates. That's Innocent, the junior, and number 12 of Culbertson, the sophomore. As Watkins at the free throw line, she made her first, bounced off the rim, no good for the second. Comets up by 6, 16-10 here in Wendell. Opening game of the season on CRN. And Adams was trying to put something in there point-wise for the Pirates. Take away for the Comets. The Comets come back up court now. Watkins to Washington. Under the key, top of the pressure. Here comes Adams on defense for the Pirates. About slammed into by Todd. Todd got nowhere, standing guard, allowing Washington to circle and sneak her way through the battle. Gives it back to Watkins. Watkins goes back to Unique Best under the paint. Give it to Watkins under the Best. His Best is there. She goes for 2. No good. Out of play. They're going to call it last touch by Clayton. Pirates ball.
We've made so many hot potato references. I think they were playing hot potato as well.
Now, Unique Best just got burned in that exchange. Under a minute left to go here. And as fast as the Pirates had the ball back, they turn it right back over to Clayton. Carolina Security Consultants halftime report coming up here in less than 1 minute. Wrapping up the first half of play, Comets and Pirates. Marlon Lee for the Comets looking on. Tell them to go 2-man pressure to bounce up on these defensive players of the Pirates. Clayton doing good. They're up by 6. Clayton struggled there about 2 minutes ago when they had the Pirates go a 6-0 run on them. And since then, that has stopped as Bird puts it back in bounds to Adams for the Pirates after the shot attempt made. Attempt made under the basket by Innocence. Innocence tried to go there, and they're going to call double dribble and travel on Culbertson for the Pirates. Under 30 seconds remaining, 27 to be exact, and 2 times the Pirates have tried to score and come up short.
Yeah, like you said, it seems like now Clayton's kind of starting to get back on their feet defensively.
16-10, under 15 seconds in the first half of play. Washington under pressure, setting it up, dealing now with number 4 of the Pirates. Todd's there and hands it back to number 12 for the Comets of Clement. The 5'4 junior guard puts it out of play. and gives the ball back to the Pirates. Under 5 seconds. Shot attempt made by Adams, going for three. It's up. It's no good. Horn blares, and that is the first half of action for the 2019-20 season of the Clayton Comets on the road against the Corinth-Holder Pirates.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, like I said, we kind of expected sort of maybe an even matchup here, and I think to a degree we're kind of getting it. We had Corinth-Holders wasn't doing so good on defense, and then they started getting on their feet, and while Clayton wasn't doing so good, and now Clayton's starting to get back on their feet, so we'll see what happens.
And for the most part, Clayton doing what they need to do. They're up by 6 points as we go into the halftime show presented by Carolina Security Consultants. But bottom line here, I've seen good things by Clayton, and one of the things that I've seen is nobody's hogging the ball, hogging the points. There has been in so far the 16-point score to the season, 4 or 5 different people putting the points up, layup, free throws. Clayton not having one dominant contender putting the points on the board.
Right, yeah, I agree with you. They're passing the ball around and seeing who can make shots and who can at this point.
One of the true things about basketball is not about the points you can score, but it's about teamwork. It's about
Very
passing. And passing is the key. You pass the ball, you're under pressure, you hand it off to another player, you hand it off to your next player, your next woman, your next man. And of course, as the battle cry flags begin to come out here at Corinth-Holders during our Carolina Security Consultants halftime show, you play these games correctly, and I think it'll set up for a good matchup here at the end. What's your take as being color man? Well, I've been jabbering, and you poke in there a couple of times on color. What have you been watching so far in the first half?
Well, I mean, again, just defense for both teams was great, and then not so good, or vice versa. So, I mean, if I'm the coach, I'm kind of telling my guys, hey, or ladies at this point, I'm telling my ladies, look, we got to play 100%, consistent defense and offense as well, and same for Corinth-Holders as well. You just want to play a complete game. If you let a team get off to a 10 or more point lead, then sometimes it can be hard to get back from that.
This is the first of 3 games this week to open up the 2019-20 season on the Community Radio Network's coverage of Comets basketball. And we're on the road here tonight at Corinth-Holder High School, Wendell, North Carolina. Daniel Moore, Wesley Outland here on the call. Trey Snyder, our executive producer. And tomorrow we go to Garner and the Trojans, and that'll be a great matchup between the Garner Magnet Trojans. Airtime 6:30 on the CRN Sports Network with the women and the men, just like tonight's game. And then they have a day of rest. And then you come right back on Thursday, and we have our first home game of the year at Jeff Adams Gymnasium in Clayton against the South Garner Titans, and they had a great matchup last year.
Well, basketball season, when it starts, as they show tonight, it starts fast.
3 games in less than 4 days, and CRN will take you along for the ride the entire time. If you can't be there live, crnsports.org, the voice of the community, the voice of the Comets, the voice of Granville Central. So many cool things we have going on as well. 16-10 at the half. The Carolina Security Consultants halftime show continues on CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Coming soon, the new wave of hydration and energy drink HiQ. This new product is all natural with no caffeine and gives you a major boost of hydration and energy. No twitching effect or crashing like the old energy drinks. You can visit our website at www.liquidhiq.com or Twitter at HighQ2015 to learn more about this amazing energy drink. What is your level?
Live your life and just let go. If you try, then you will know.
Sportsmanship, it means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team.
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official.
Mom.
Dad. Son.
Daughter. Coach.
Are we in this together?
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans. What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Welcome back to Carolina Security Consultants halftime report here in Wendell on CRN. Wesley Outland along with Daniel Moore stepping away for a moment. So we got about 3 minutes here left in the first half, or at the halftime program as we get ready for the continuation of our game. Rolling along here in Wendell. 16-10, the Comets are leading the way. Their opening game of the 2019-20 season. Coming up later tonight, we'll have the varsity men's action of the Clayton Comets versus Corinth-Holders Pirates. Tomorrow night, we go from Wendell to, of course, staying in Johnston County. We'll be in Wake County with the rival of the Garner Magnet Trojans, and that game will begin tomorrow night, 6:30 Eastern Time for Varsity Women's. Right now, let's get thoughts of the coaches on the first half of play. Down to Daniel Moore.
I'm here with Marlon Lee, coach of the Comets, and Coach, what's your opinion of how the game's going so far? How's your team playing? I know this is the first game of the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, this first game, rival game, good intensity crowd in here, but for us, I mean, we done played in 2 jamborees, so, we've had some live action against other teams. So, right now, we got an unofficial count of 11 turnovers, probably missed 7 or 8 shots underneath. So we just need to settle down, play our basketball, get out here in transition, get them down the floor, and, we're just trying to win quarter by quarter. So right now, we're going to look at it like a 0-0, and we're going to try to come out win the third quarter. I mean, we done missed 6 free throws, so a lot of this we're going to credit on ourselves. So we're going to come out third quarter, try to win the third quarter.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thoughts of Coach Marlon Lee of the Clayton Comets getting his side of things as they get ready to go into the second half of play. And Coach Lee was right. He just said here as we continue the just under a minute left to go in the Carolina Security Consultants halftime report here from Wendell. It was that the bottom line was that basically they've played Corinth-Holders a couple of times, and now we're preparing to see Now we're preparing to see what these teams will do here as we prepare for the second half of action. So, again, they play Corinth-Holders, they play Jamborees, they play different games to set their time up for the season. So, let's hear how the opposite side of the teams is doing. She is actually preparing now for 30 seconds to get ready for the second half of play. So she is getting ready for that. The varsity coach for the Pirates, Clayton, out in front, 16-10. We will take a quick 30-second timeout and get ready. Actually, 15-second timeout.